Okay, so we're back out here at the gifting stump. We've got a few changes, but I suspect it's probably elk. If you look here, there's all kinds of fresh elk tracks through here. But yeah, the rock has been knocked off the cooler. It's down here on the ground. Cooler's over there. Peanut butter's here on the ground, along with rock and, oh, look at that. Broken. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder if that's maybe the rock got set on it before it was put over there. Yeah, first rock to be broken. There's also one here on the ground by the peanut butter. And there's one over here on the ground right there. Okay, so anyway, the ball is still up there, and doesn't look like the bucket has been touched at all, but it's not unusual for them to not pass through the area again for another week or two, although I suspect they have been near here. Last night I went up on the hill up in the other direction, and we sat there for a couple hours, and we recorded a few whistles that were kind of faint, and a possible whoop on the way back. But there was something else that was out there. It was really kind of peculiar. First it sounded like geese, then it sounded like coyotes. Whatever it was, there was more than one. They were moving, and yeah, I don't think geese fly after dark, but it was definitely different. So, oh yeah, one other thing here. I didn't see this the other day. As you see from over here, you can't see nothing over there. But you walk over this way, there, you can see it. Check this out. And a big root wad up in the air. See how that's all just kind of a tangled mess right there? Looks like this tree here, right there, broke and was snapped off and is over that way. You can see where the log that it was growing on has actually been turned over here, and it's been pulled up. But this here, this is probably maybe a week and a half old. Probably about the same time that that one that I found down on the other side of the creek last week. This is probably from about that same time period. You can see the ground here hasn't accumulated any needles or debris or anything like that. It's all really fresh, and that's solid wood too. This didn't just snap in the breeze. Pretty cool, huh? So they're definitely around. Whether or not it's them taking the food, it's hard to say. Trying to rule stuff out, but, well, it's just hard to say. So we're going to look around out here and see what else we can find. Okay, so right here we've got two more trees down. That's just right over there from the gifting stump. You can see this one here across the creek was snapped off what looks like, you know, maybe 5 feet up off the ground, and that's a fresh break right over there. And you can see where it fell here, and then right next to it we've got this one here that's some pretty fresh roots here that's been pushed over also very recently. If you look through here, there's a lot of debris. Things that are stacked up, piled up. Very interesting place here. Okay, so here's something that's really cool. Check this out. This really had me going this last year. I was hiking up the creek, and I started finding these piles of ferns all over. Well, turns out that there's a perfectly logical explanation for these. This is the mountain beavers. They are a small rodent that you can see the burrow back there underneath the log. They gather this stuff up at night and make little piles outside the den that they'll take it inside. And it's a work in progress. One of the things that I learned about the mountain beavers is that they have this extensive burrowing system underneath these swampy areas, and they eat the bark off the roots of the cottonwoods. And you can see how, well, maybe not here, open spot a little bit. Can you see over there where they're just kind of hanging, leaning right back through there? Well, that's because the roots have been weakened. That's why a lot of these trees are dead, and why they come down so easily. So I don't think that it's all because of the Sasquatches out here, but I think that it does weaken the trees, and it does make them easier to come down when they do get a good push. See, there's another one there. There's holes all through here, which is weird because you can see how wet this is out here. You'd think all these little burrows would be completely flooded out. And if you look down in there, you can see there is quite a bit of water in them. See how the trees lean there? Yeah, that's partly the work of mountain beavers. But I don't think it all is. You see that X right there? That is new. That was not here just a few weeks ago. Oh, I thought this was pretty cool. It's been there a while. Just a branch stuffed into this split here. Okay, one more thing that's pretty cool right here. Just out at the edge of this swampy area, there's these sticks right here. They look like they're relatively new. We've got two stuck in the ground right there. This one and this one. And then there's a third one that is kind of stuck in the ground. It also looks pretty new. And then I think this must have come from one of them broken off. But it's just a little unusual to have this little grouping right here. I have no idea what it means.